I didn't realize it, but when I didn't have very much time on that last card, so it stopped. I looked up and I realized my light's not on, so I'm busy yapping away. So anyways, I kept talking for a little bit before I realized it was off. So I had to go back and see, like, where did it stop and what was I saying. So the bag was bunching up under my foot, and it was just kind of bugging me, so I decided to take it off. Oh, I know what I was saying. So there was this one part between the spillway and back to the start finish that it wasn't even, in theory, that long, but it was the worst part of the course. Both times when I went around, it was the part that I was really just ready to just like sit down and start bawling. I was just so frustrated and so at my wit's end, because no matter how hard I would go, like you would just like running like normal, but for every normal step you would take, your foot would slip back like a half a step. So you're going and you just, and then the whole time your foot, and a few times like you kind of go funky, and so you're crossing over another way, and it was just absolutely frustrating. And I noticed both times too that was like the toughest part of the course, because it was this long winding, it probably wasn't even that long, 400 maybe, I don't know, I'm bad at judging distance, but it seemed long and winding, but that I was working so hard that I was just, and you're looking down, because the way the course is, you have to watch where you're going all the time. You look up, and that's when you like really start sliding and stuff, because you didn't see something, or you're, so I'm looking down, and the sweat was just so steadily dripping down. And I had on a hat, a wicking hat and everything, but I was sweating so bad at those points that it was just pouring off of me, because it was just so hard and challenging. Can you turn the sound off, please, Andrew? Thank you. So when I got back, I decided I'm just going to take it off. It's not that bad. So I took my bags off, put my shoes right back on. And, of course, the second time around, that is when I really could have used them. I don't want to say needed them, because it really wasn't that bad. Other than that's the second loop around is when everything was melted. And so, the trail where it had been frozen before, if there was ice, it was kind of melted, but everything was a muddy mess. So, and there were just a few times that no matter how hard I tried to misstep, I had no choice but to just plop right through mud, and it was splashing up, and it was getting on my socks and seeping down into my shoes and whatnot. So I actually really needed the bags the second loop around more than I did the first one, but it was like, whatever, that was actually, of everything, I guess I could have dealt with that more than I could have the snow and stuff. The snow was what was breaking me, making me want to cry, and because I was alone out on the course, it just would have been so many times I wanted my running partner there just to talk me through it, just to be like, we're gonna do this, we can do this, and whatnot. And I really kind of missed her that day, and she's really my rock. A lot of my running friends are. I kept thinking of a lot of my running friends, and I know that they would have been there, they would have hugged me, they would have been like, you can do this. And my other friends who were there, they were good support before the race. Once during the race, Daphne caught up to me, and she was, hey, how you doing? And talk, and I was even struggling, and that was probably, I don't know, mile 5, 6, maybe 7, somewhere along there. She's like, you okay? She was checking on me, she was encouraging me and stuff, but at that point I was already like, ooh, just not happening. So they were great support when I finished. When I walked in, everybody was like, yay, there she is, and you did it. And I do not mean to dismiss the support that I did have there, but at the same time, when I was out there alone, I so wish that, Angela or Julia or Kimmy or Susan, there's so many just different people, running friends and not running friends, that I so wish that I could just like look and literally see. But I thought about them, and that kind of helped me get me through. And so many times I was like, I've got this. They say to have like a mantra or whatnot, but there were times where I'm like, I got this, I can do this, I'm tough. I had to constantly talk myself through it, because I knew that I could do the distance. And so I think I just felt the whole feeling of the race was just so, I'm almost done, sweetheart. Please, I don't want to get up right now. I will when I get done. Was just the weight of the race, the weight of the circumstances were just so heavy. I guess it just gave a different feel to the race, because like I said, I PR'd on this race, my best 50K time. So I don't know what in the world I'm complaining about, but just it was just not a good day for me. So this is my shirt for today. Or my shirt from the race. It's very nice. It's like a dark gray, and it's got purple where it says the 50, 25K and a little running person and Hawkeye and the wings and stuff. So very nice race. I probably won't do this race again just because I got a bad taste in my mouth about it, and that isn't. I don't mean that in any negative sense toward the race. It was a great race. I'm almost done. I'm gonna wrap it up because our friends are gonna be here in a minute. But just that, if I knew it was gonna be dry, if I knew that, please let me finish. Precious lambs of God, love them. If I knew the conditions were gonna be dry and gonna be good and whatnot, but after this year, it just definitely kind of taught me, seriously. Can you wait?
No.
2 minutes?
No.
Please?
No.
What do you want to show me? All right, because really the world's going to fall apart if I don't go look at it. Hang on.
It's Zayn from One Direction.
Oh, I needed to see Zayn from One Direction. My 5-year-old wanted me to see Zayn from One Direction. The conditions of this time of year are way too unpredictable. Shh. Hey, I don't want to talk over you. They're just unpredictable. They were telling me that last year that it was like 65 degrees and it was really warm, and that kind of warned everyone. Now this year we had all the snow that no one was expecting in March, and the temperature really wasn't that bad. It was definitely doable. The sun was bright and shiny. There were many positives about the day, but too many variables for this time of year. I don't know if I'll ever do this race again, just because there's no guarantee as to how the weather is going to be. And even if there was no snow, it could have been a muddy mess the whole entire time, and that's not really ideal. But even then, it just wasn't a good race for me. There could have been dry conditions and I still could have struggled and perhaps not have done that good. So I will see. I mean, I give the race a thumbs up, but my experience was just not good for me this time around, and I just need to move on and focus on, I've got lots of spring races coming up, a lot of 5Ks. Let's see, my ideal, I don't know if I'm going to actually do every one, but I got a 5K and then a half marathon and then a 2-mile race, then another 5K and then a marathon, 5 weeks in a row coming up. I might ditch 1 or 2 of those because they're just like small local ones that ideally I want to do, but I may not. So we'll see. So all right, I'm gonna let you go. Hey, shh, shh, shh. She's mimicking me. She's going like this. It was so good to sit and talk with you. I miss talking with you guys. I know this is kind of long, and it's going to have to be broken up into more than one video, but I miss you guys. I hope you guys missed me. Send me a message, send me a comment, whatever. Holla! Whatever you want to do. Have a great day, and I will see you sometime in the future. I'm going to order my cord today off the computer, off the internet for my thing, so I can actually do this the right way. So have a great day. Bye.